on the topic President. The Indian President is the head of the state. He is the first citizen of India and he acts as a symbol of solidarity, unity and integrity of the nation. He is a part of Union Executive along with Vice President, Prime Minister, Council of Ministers and Attorney General of India. His term of office is 5 years and he is eligible for re-election.
Qualifications for election of President of India. Article 58(1) embodies the qualifications for election of the President of India. No person shall be eligible for election as President unless he is a citizen of India, he has completed the age of 35 years, he is qualified for election as a member of the House of the People. He holds no office of profit under the central government, state government or any public authority. Election of the President of India. Election is not directly elected by the people but by the members of the electoral college that consists of the elected members of both the houses of the parliament, that is Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, the elected members of the legislative assemblies of the states. Can the President's office be vacant? Yes, the President's office can be vacant when the President of India completes his term of 5 years in the office. If the President resigns by putting forward his resignation to the Vice President of India. If Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha initiates an impeachment charge and they stand valid, he is removed. If he dies in the office. If the Supreme Court declares his election invalid. Procedure for impeachment of the President. When a President is to be impeached for violation of the Constitution, the charge shall be preferred by either House of Parliament. When a charge has been so preferred by either House of Parliament, the other House shall investigate the charge or cause the charge to be investigated, and the President shall have the right to appear and to be represented as such investigation. If as a result of investigation, a resolution is passed by a majority of not less than 2/3 of the total membership of the House, by which the charge was investigated or caused to be investigated, declaring that the charge preferred against the President has been sustained. Such resolutions shall have the effect of removing the President from his office as from the date on which the resolution is so passed. Duty. The primary duty of the President is to preserve, protect and defend the Constitution and the law of India as made part of his oath. The President is the common head of all independent constitutional entities. All his actions, recommendations and supervisory powers over the executive and legislative entities of India shall be used in accordance to uphold the Constitution. There is no bar on the actions of the President to contest in the court of law. Limitations. Legislature. Any bill passed by Parliament can either be signed, withheld or returned to Parliament by the President of India. If President signs, it becomes a law. If President returns or withholds the bill till expiry and the same bill is again introduced and passed in the Parliament, it automatically becomes a law without President's signature. Executive. Although the President is bound by the Constitution to act on the advice of the Prime Minister, it is ultimately the President who gives final order. Hence, declining the PM's advice or withholding it for long without being able to constitutionally challenge this decision is beyond the power of the President. Similarly, the PM can object to any decision taken alone by the President without consulting the Cabinet. Judiciary. Only the judiciary has the power to convert any death sentence to life imprisonment. Powers and functions of the President of India. Executive powers of President. For every executive action that the Indian government takes is to be taken in his name. He appoints the following people: Comptroller and Auditor General of India, Chief Election Commissioner and other election commissioner, State Governors. He appoints National Commissions of Scheduled Castes, Scheduled Tribes and other backward classes. Legislative powers of President. He summons a joint sitting of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha in case of deadlock. He appoints Speaker, Deputy Speaker of Lok Sabha and Chairman of Rajya Sabha when the seats fall vacant. He nominates 12 members of the Rajya Sabha. Financial powers of President. To introduce the money bill, his prior recommendation is a must. He causes Union budget to be laid before the Parliament. Contingency Fund of India is under his control. He constitutes the Finance Commission every 5 years. Judicial Powers of President. Appointment of Chief Justice and Supreme Court, High Court judges are on him. He has pardoning power. Under Article 72, he has been conferred with power to grant pardon against punishment for an offence against Union law, punishment by a martial court or death sentence. Diplomatic powers of President. International treaties and agreements that are approved by the Parliament are negotiated and concluded in his name. He is the representative of India in international forums and affairs. Military powers of President. He is the commander of the Defence Coast of India. He appoints Chief of the Army, Chief of the Navy, Chief of the Air Force. Emergency powers of President. He deals with 3 types of emergencies: national emergency, President's rule, and financial emergency. Thank you.